My name is Adebanji Al-Ade, alright? I am the Addictive Sketcher, and I'm just going to put you through some of the things that I normally do with my clients when I'm working with them on a one-to-one basis. And these are simple things which help improve drawing skills, sketching skills, and it goes on to improve your painting skills, because I believe if you can paint and sketch well, if you can draw and sketch well, you can paint well. So this is a quick demo. This is how I work on the tube train or anywhere I find myself, and I just want you to follow me very, very quickly. Okay, so here I go. So it's a demo. It's of a sculptural piece. I rather like to use things like this, even though it's not the best of settings, because you don't normally see people. I think people be moving like this and that, and sort of trying to move the model. But at least some people are going to be like that, and you want to sketch them, or you just want to improve your life drawing. Okay, so the first thing I'm always thinking about is how can I quickly get this down as fast as possible. So I'm just going to do this as if I was working on a train. So it's angles. I'm thinking of the side of his head, and I'm thinking of the top of his head right there. The first thing I'm thinking about is the top of his head, which I see is a curve, and then I'm thinking of the angle. Actually, it's moved a bit, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna keep it there. So the angle by the side of his head, and then the air. I just put these things in very quickly, to make sure. I'm just thinking it's changed a bit. Yeah, that will be it. So that's it. So I've got to the jawline and then his neckline. So I do this quite quickly. So I'm just thinking that's right there. His neck, and I'm thinking of angles. So some things move this way, some things move that way. It's the angles. I'm always thinking about angles. I think angles is one of the ways I just tell people this is the way I go about it. There's another angle, but it's a bit of a curved one. It goes straight from here. Now I'm going to draw an imaginary line across his face, just across his face. You remember, this is just sketching, but this is what makes us get painting in a more accurate way. So just a line across his face, and that tells me it goes, when I draw that line from his ear across his face, it goes to the tip of his eye. So I kind of know that that should be where the tip of his eye should be. And right from there, I begin to carve his face again, angle wise. A bit of his cheek bone goes in there, and a little bit of it, his beard comes out, and then all that beard comes to join together to his chin. There's a bit of neck bit that comes out there, the angle again, I'm watching that, and over here I can feel a little bit of the tone, I know the tip of the sculptural piece, and I'm just going to leave that. So basically here I've got the whole head in. Now I need to structurize this. So first of all, I'm just going to go straight to where the light is. Let's just leave that bare, that light area bare, just knowing that the light hits it from the top. Okay, and there should be a whole seam of line going through his face that, there's because it's just like an egg. So it goes through his face. And by the side of here, I've got his, it's a nice cheekbone structured well. That combines with his beard, and I'm just leading that to the side of his face. Here again, I'm going to put in an angle there. I've noticed that angle, if I join it to where his ear starts, it creates another nice structural borderline for where his eyes are. So the eyes, just everything about the eye area just fits into almost a rectangular area there. Next thing I'm going to be working on is his nose. I'm always drawing imaginary lines across. That's very vital. And I've just drawn one across there to see where his nose fits in. That will be where his nose is. The main thing I'm thinking about is where's the first angle that cuts off his nose. I think it's right there. I'm going to put that in. And there's another one right here. Okay. Now I'm going to be thinking of the level of his mouth. When I draw a straight line across, it just below the ear a bit. And I think when I say that, that's the middle line of his mouth. So first bit of lip. Remember, I haven't even put in the eyes. I can start from anywhere when I know I'm measuring right, okay? And that will be the undertone of his lips, just right there. No much statements, nothing major. And then I'm going to go to his eyes now. So the eyes is the main. Remember I said the eyes are on this level. So I've just remembered that and put that into consideration. So the nose is right here. And the eyes should be somewhere here. So first bit of eyes right there. Second bit of eyes right here. Just little lines. This quick, fast sketching that you can do anywhere when you see people. The bags under his eyes are what are coming in now. Let's mold the nose in properly now. I'm just going to draw an imaginary triangle and something to the side right there just to open it up. He's got some beard. I'm just going to put the beard thing in there. And the very strong feature on this guy's face is his cheekbone. And then under here you've got a whole tone of dark. Okay, so now I'm just going to treat him like I normally do any person I'm seeing on the train. I am going to give him a flesh tone as if he was a real human being, just a flesh tone going across his face, just generally. So I'm just going to just rock that in very quickly, just rock that in. I'm not going to put the flesh around the beard just so that that looks a bit different. Okay, all right, just, you know, just open that up. This is something I would always use to warm up, and I like to also encourage my clients to warm up with things like this. Just quick sketches, quick sketches of anything in front of them. Now I'm going to use a dark. I might have not mentioned this. These are Tombow Markers. They don't pay me any money, but I love them, right? So this is not adverts, but these markers changed my life when I got them. Tombow Markers, okay? So this is, I'm just going to go by the edge, just a bit of the darks by the edge. So I'm going to work on all the darks now, just the darks. So the dark in the eye, just get that dark in the eye. The dark in the other eye, just very quick dark in the other eye. The dark in that area of the eye there. The dark hair, just this is the way I would do it. So when people see those sketches, this is what I'm thinking about. The nose, I've noticed the nose looks a bit short, but that's no problem. Remember, it's a sketch. So I'm just going to adjust it a little bit down there, bring that up, and then the nose right through there. And then the mouth, his lips, the middle line is the most important feature. If I can get that in. So I'm just going to follow the way it goes from the top right down to the bottom. And then overall, a shade under, just under his beard. Now I'm gonna just get some of the air in now. So just a little bit of the darks in here, the darks around his ear. Just these are very quick things to do. Get the structure of his head a little bit more. So I'm gonna darken so we can really see the way his head moves. Just the movement of the angles, so that you can really see the way it goes along. Okay, now just get in here, the side of his face, just a little bit of darks around there, just darks. I'm gonna carve into him, carving in, just carving into, you know, just the side level of this guy. I've carved in all, just very quick stuff here. Now I'm going to go into the furrows on his forehead, just those, you know, lovely bits of aged, rugged lines. And I'm going to kick into this now with some darks. So the darks underneath, I'm going to treat this as if it's a real bird, so some real darks underneath, just making him look human, even though it's a statue, but I'm adding more life to him, just to make him look a little bit more human. Just a little bits of darks here and there. It's just, if he's bare, just add a few bits of his beard. Can I open this up a bit, just the side, really carve that in, where that comes in there. Yeah. And then off and on. Yeah, it looks animated, and this is the way I sketch, but it's good warm up for any sort of portrait person who really wants to improve their portraiture. Yes, you should be doing this. Yes, you should get in a way of working. Now, I'm going to work on some of the middle tones. I'm going to bring in some grays. just to make sure I'm on the key. I'm just bringing some grays now. These grays I'm going to use to do some midtones, like the side of his eye right there. Okay, the nose inside the middle right there, just the nose as it comes through. All right, the lip, okay, that was already done. The side of his eye there. Just some of the areas where it really goes dark. You know, the light really carves out a nice kind of light bit there, which I like. Okay, I'm just gonna rock this reel down, darken some of those areas in between, darken on the hair. My marker somehow running out, but let me use the N75. I just love these Tombow markers, they're just great. Okay, the top of the eye there. And now is the final bit, because when I've done all this, final bit is to go now into it with my pen. This I do sparingly, I don't want to overkill it, but these are just lines now that I'm just going to come in and really get in. If I was doing this straight away, I might not just finish this off, just get into some major areas where I think just needs adjustment, like there, like his eyes, like the nose, just really hum into that place, the bottom part, just basic areas where I want to really enhance the side of his cheekbone there, the whole beard thing that comes down there. These things, just these major lines and places, like landmark places where I just need to enhance with a few lines. Okay, and these lines that basically bring out this a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to work even more on this, but this is the first part of this demo. I'm going to continue this and show how I go about shading it probably in the next one, so stay tuned. It's the same feeling. It's portraiture, it's about drawing faces. A lot of people love this, they've asked me to do it. Here it is for you. Thank you guys, and I wish you the best. Yes!